Ravens and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in wildcard weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Wait, set, fly, 20. Don't get nervous. Ball 50.
On first down, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen.
Now Brady. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Jackson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he loses the football a second time. And the Patriots have it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Brady. To Gordon, out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a play fake. Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 36, Jackson flushed out right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football.
So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Forced out to his left. 27 yards there, a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, caught by Snead over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 39, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Snead's got it.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Michelle, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. That's strong. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Jackson to throw, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys and try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Ingram again. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 17, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check it back.
Now it's Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Steps away. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker Mason Foster. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Now Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady to the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Brady. That's out to his running back, Michel. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.